How do I share this with people that are already in my team as well as new people? So, how I utilize this website is what I've been doing recently is I just this morning, somebody who has used the patches doesn't really know a lot, hasn't been to any overviews because sometimes it's a little difficult. Um, to get people on calls. People are busy, but people can click a website link and go and check it out. So in the future, we're going to have a little overview on here and everything. So how I do it is I say, hey, listen, I've just launched a new website for the technology. So this is going to be, and if you have a pen and paper, write it down. I have, and this is for the people that are already in LifeWave, but may not be as engaged as, say, a lot of us here. So I usually say, I have just created a website. I would love your fresh eyes on it, as I know that you may not know a lot about LifeWave. I'd like to know what you think about this website to see if it answers your questions. And I'd really like to know what you liked the most about it and how we can extend it to be even better than it already is. If you've noticed, I have used every positive statement. I don't ask for them to break it down. I don't ask for their feedback on what I can do better in a way. I say, what can we improve even better than it already is? So there's some key things. Now we're going to be putting some before and after photos in this area here. It will look different on your phone than it does on the website that you're seeing right now. But really it's the basic of, have you been patched yet? Patch up, wear the technology, create your experience. Number one, it's about the person in front of us. So this is the home page. If we scroll down, you can also click here and I'll go back up to there because then you don't have to scroll as much. We have the just over 2-minute Meet LifeWave X39. What I really like about this video is it touches on David's 10-year research on stem cells. You want to say, hey, listen, when you get there, watch the first and second video. They're like less than 2 minutes. People can do 2 minutes. What is phototherapy explains how the patches work. So we don't have to be the information. We bring them to the information. And people want to know those things. They want to know, well, what are the studies? What's the research? So here they are. We've got patents, case study A and B. I have only put in the X39 information because truly that's what has grown this company from 20 million to 600 million in 4 years, 3,000% growth with this foundational patch. It's not a this for that for patches. It's about what can I add to the X39 patch? And so we talk a little bit about what our body and our master cells do here, right? So read this. They're unique cells, the ability to transform into various types of cells, such as muscle, blood, or nerve cells. They're crucial for the body's ability to repair itself, regenerate tissues, and heal from injuries or illnesses. All of our cells begin as stem cells or master cells, serving as foundational building blocks that eventually specialize into many different types. And by the time we reach our 30s, we lose about 50% of that activity. They just go dormant. They just hang out. I don't know. They eat bags of chips. They just stop working efficiently due to outside injury, illness, pollutants, you name it. But by 60, nearly 90% are dormant or gone. And in our 70s, the rate of which we age, heal, and maintain overall health largely depends on how well we've taken care of ourselves through the years. But what if we had a solution that could help tip the scale back towards more repair and less damage? So as people go through this, it gives them a small education of brief things. And as David said, this isn't anti-aging, it's age reversal. So it's not a this for that. It's how can we wake our body up to do what it used to do when we were younger, which is rebuild and repair efficiently. And so then we have these where we can really share with people what doctors are saying and what people are noticing. So then it gives people an idea that the first few days, this is what's happening, whether you feel it or not. Within 4 weeks, this is happening, 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. So this is helping to get people to understand that this isn't a quick fix. This is a consistent use, because within 6 months to 12 months, there's some pretty cool things that are happening. So without convincing somebody to use it for a longer period of time, this is showing them the benefits of wearing it for a longer period of time. And we have David talking in this LifeWave webinar about X39, IceWave, and Eon all together here. Gives it tips and tricks: drink lots of water, apply patch, clean dry skin, morning at night, wear it for 12 hours, and then it says all LifeWave patches come with instructions. So it's answering all of those questions. If you send somebody to this website before you have a conversation with them, you actually have to answer a lot less things, right? And what are people experiencing? So if we have increased energy and vitality, they can read testimonials. We have some visuals, we're going to get more. But really, when you see before and after photos, what had to happen on the inside for it to show up on the outside? Now, we go with, a lot of people go, well, where do I start? We're going to change this just slightly, adding one more, but really, where do we start? And we're going to add another video here. When you click on the trifecta, it takes us, which we'll go to momentarily, to our YouTube channel, where you have myself and Julie.
Hi, my name's Tina, and this
We are explaining the patches and why we recommend or suggest, and why a lot of our team starts here. So there's another thing you don't have to explain anymore.
Dana, are you adding X49?
Yes,
Is
I
that
am. Yeah,
okay?
and we'll talk about that for sure, because when we have both the X39 and 49, which wake up dormant stem cells, we want those on our body, and we'll touch on that. I'm actually creating a video today to put that in here. And then it gives a written explanation here, where it's like, think of your body as a house. If it's on fire, you can't start repairs until the fire's out. That's where Eon and IceWave come in. Eon helps to calm the body, while IceWave works quickly to lower or eliminate discomfort, acting like a fire crew putting out the flames. Once the fire's under control, it's time for the construction crew. X39 wakes up the body's natural healing abilities, allowing it to rebuild and repair, restoring balance and vitality. For the first 30 days or more, this trifecta of patches, Eon, IceWave, X39, and X49, creates the perfect combination to help you get back to feeling your best. And of course, you can explore other patches, but the trifecta has been a great starting point for many on their journey to healing and wellness. So this isn't about turning signals off. This is about true repair happening in our body. Now, at the bottom here, it will say, have you been patched yet? Get back to the person who referred you. So this is a key thing. What I want you to do is, when you send this website out, at the same time, you want to ask them, when can you take a look at this? And when can I call you to hear what you liked about it? So I don't send the website unless I have heard when I can reach out to them again. So I actually book the check-in, and I have to say it clearly. When you say you're going to call somebody, make sure that you are going to call them, and don't say, oh, I forgot to call you or anything. The follow-up really is key, because that's where the connection, the conversation happens. This site will give the information, and then you get to go deeper, quicker with somebody. They're going to let you know if it's something that they want to take a look at. Then we can use the resource of the YouTube channel, which we'll talk about. So always, if I can give you such a tip, it's, when do you think you can take a look at this? When is a good time for me to call you, today or tomorrow, to see what you liked about this? Write that one down, because then we've got that next action step. Follow up is really, truly the key. Okay, so as that is for the website, I'm going to pop over. Actually, that's not true. I forgot the really exciting piece. If you click on testimonials, there are subjects. This is getting bigger. It just takes time. So let's just check on this one. We're going to change the name, but let's click on paint. Well, we've got 2 YouTube videos from our YouTube channel, Miracle Ready Team, of somebody talking about how LifeWave has helped them. And these are all 2 minutes or less of brief testimonials. So if we go back, let's look under athletes. We've got Shayla and we've got Benjamin. The cool thing is if we press
Okay,
play
so last
and we just listen
night I
in,
was,
for example, over here,
hey,
you can
I'm Shay. Sir,
you can see that there's captions, except for over here. So people can listen or they can read the testimonials, which people love to do, you know, and it's funny, there's so many animal ones, of course. So they're all titled. So horse fireworks, horse versus farrier, racetrack, horse ligament repair, calming and relaxing dogs. So all of these have titles so that people can go in and go, well, I'm curious about the animals. I'm curious about immunity. That one's not there yet. I'm curious about breathing. I have some breathing issues. We've got 2 testimonials about breathing improvement. So it drives people a lot quicker to the stories they may want to listen to that resonates with them. So, you know, I hear a lot when people are like, I just want to have my own experience and then I'll share it. But what if you could bring them to a site where they can find somebody's experience they can relate to? And then they can make a decision if it sounds like this is something they'd want to know more about by just saying, here, take a look at this. When can you take a look at it and when can we connect again? So all of those link to our YouTube channel, and there's a bunch of different playlists. We have our team highlights. We have our 8 steps to success. We have all of the LifeWave short testimonials. And when I go playlist, look at all of them. And they're short, under a minute, minute and a half, minute and a half. So all of these are really good to utilize. Now, I do not send people to the YouTube channel. I send them a story that's going to relate to what they're talking about. All the success stories are here too. These are a bit longer, but if somebody has just gotten out of surgery, so what I recommend is take a look at these stories, listen to them as you're going along. I just had the other day, somebody talked to me about a friend who has a disease diagnosis. And I said, have you seen Farouk's story? And she had not. And as soon as I said that to her, she was excited and forwarded it to her friend that struggled the same way as Farouk. Now, my friend's at this point is not waiting until she has the same diagnosis as her friend, nor does she want that diagnosis, but she found something relatable to that person that's going to make them want to take a look at it a little bit more. So if we click on here and we click share, it will look different. Learn how to share things. So you can do that. You can copy the link, send it in text, send it in Messenger, send it however. Because what I have noticed is when I started sharing this YouTube channel, that they would look at the one thing that I sent them, they would find it intriguing, and they would go back and look at more on their own. They get to choose where to start with patches. We have it all. We have all of the IceWave locations that you can send to people. So you don't have to be the one explaining it. Let David do it for you. First week of patching guide. What do we do in our first week? The trifecta, how our team starts. So all of that is there. So somebody says, well, where do you start? Send them a video, watch it with them, or say, hey, I'll call you right after you're finished watching it. When can you watch it? When people say that, say, great, I'll call you at this time. So that's about that. And this doesn't stop for just new people. You can say, listen, we're growing and moving, and I just wanted to let you know we have a lot of new resources since the time I introduced you to LifeWave. I found a video that I think you would resonate with, and I'd like to send it to you because I'd like to hear what you liked about it. That is how I use all of these tools. Now I've connected LifeWave Connects X39, but if you notice, every single one, I have X39 as the foundation because that's how we want to build people. X39, if it's the only one I can put on my body, that's the one. And I've done only 3 videos of Dr. Karen. And the ones I put on were inconsistent patching, relying on protocols or recipes, and the mistake thinking that nothing's happening. So if you have somebody that's like, I don't feel like anything's happening, send them this. Don't go and learn it and then be the information. Say, hey, take a look at this. Tell me what you think about it. Does that help you to understand that when we don't think anything's happening? But you want to probably listen to them before you send them out so that you feel more confident. Now, I put this short little video about Eon and David talking about it. Thank you, Joanne. And what we have in there, it's only 4 minutes, but it really gives a solid foundation of why you'd want Eon on your body. And then I've also have the recent recording of David talking about the water machine and the studies. All right, play around in there, get to learn this. This is your toolbox. This is your toolbox of resources. We've got view playlists. People's like, what is the compensation plan breakdown? Well, guess what? Lisa
personal volume is on.
did it. And there's timestamps. What are timestamps? I've just learned about them. Timestamps are, well, what about the brand partner packs? I don't want to listen to 24 minutes, even though you should, because it's that good. But you want to go, what's it, matching bonuses? What does that mean? You can jump to those areas that you may not understand by clicking
Brilliant.
on these. Super
Brilliant.
cool. Brilliant. Yes, I love it. Now, here's training on how to use the LifeWave Rockstar Facebook group. You want to be in there. How to use the affordable light therapy. There's so many more written testimonials there as well. You want to know how to use that. These are actually training on how to use it, not just showing you the link of where it is. But if you click on it
Facebook affordable.
and you go into more, the link to get to those Facebook pages are in there. You want to know that as well. Then we've got James Wood talking about the inner game, because guess what? It's all about the inner game. As we grow ourselves, our business grows. So we're giving you these tools, and some of these tools will get you out of your comfort zone, like asking for the follow-up. But I'll tell you, that's the key in it. Try it, because the more you do it, the less scary it gets. We've got LifeWave Packs Explained. So somebody goes, where do I start? You don't have to sit there and go, oh my gosh, I don't know how to start. I don't know how to share the packs. Great. Lisa does it for you.
Great ideas can.
And you get to see a baby. So you get to understand that. You get to have Lisa explain the pack. How I used this one was actually I had somebody going, I am excited. I'm ready to get started. How do I get started? I said, I actually can't talk until 5 o'clock tonight. Watch this video before we talk, and you'll have an idea of where you want to start. So by the time I got on the phone with him, he said, I'd like to start with the advanced pack. That looks like the best one. Do you know how quickly that was to just go then into conversation and figure out, the X39, the 49, the Eon, the IceWave to put in his pack, because he already watched it. So if we go back to playlists, I want to just make sure, go around. There's so many different things. If somebody says under here, corporate videos, what is phototherapy? But we have the website. So you just send them to the website. This one's on there. Meet Life X39, all of that. As this lives and grows and moves, we will have more resources. But I'm just very grateful to be able to have this for you guys, because sometimes it's like, what do I say? It's all right here. It's not about what we say. It's about building that relationship with the person, finding out what they are looking for, not what we think they need, and then saying, hey, since you've said this, I think that you would be interested to take a look at a website that I think is of value to you. And this is where we start.